Europäische Zentralbank legte den Referat.
This is the Opie and Anthony channel.
And now, a show the likes of which America's never seen. So appalling, so offensive, yet so entertaining.
It's not your normal show.
Beamed from satellites in space down to you every single day.
What planet are we living on?
It's the Opie and Anthony show with Opie.
We're experts, and we already know this is going to be great radio, so shut the fuck up.
And Anthony.
I live in a big house, I make a lot of money, and I fuck attractive girls.
And little Jimmy.
I don't even like in our opening, it sounds like a little...
What?
You dang over there, don't listen to dang over there.
Stop with that shit.
And now, here they are. Why am I introducing these buffoons? I'm William Shatner, goddammit.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Burp. Burp.
It's freezing up again.
Burp.
Hi. Hey, look at it.
There we are. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
Fucking cold in New York City.
Oh.
Windy in New York City.
This is the big transition, I guess, to crappy, cold, wintry weather.
We did all right, though.
Yeah, not too shabbily.
November 12th without any real issues, weather-wise. We did all right.
Yeah.
I'll take this.
I like how they love talking about snow, regardless of if it's going to happen or not.
Right.
Snow for the area? We'll let you know. And then they talk about these areas that start snowing in like July anyway. It's like upstate New York,
Which is part of the viewing audience.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
They trick us into thinking that we're part of that snow thing.
Snow for our area.
You know what you need to do? You need to live in Western New York for one winter. You'll never bitch about winter again.
I hear it's deplorable.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I want no part of that.
It is absolutely ridiculous up there how cold it gets. Single digits for weeks on end. Mm-hmm. Lots and lots of snow. The snow doesn't melt. It never really melts. It melts a little bit, but then the new stuff comes, and you don't see the grass until, I don't know, like April.
Oh, it's okay. There's no clouds in the sky. I don't think it's going to snow. Oh, that's right. It's some monstrous thing where it comes off the lake.
Lake effect snow.
It just doesn't even need clouds. It just comes off the lake.
Lake effect snow can be the biggest pain in the ass ever.
Crazy.
You go out to your car every morning and have to dust it off.
Yeah.
With your little brush.
I want no part.
And then you jump in your car for lunch. That fluffy shit. And then you got to drive home.
I can't pull out a fucking ice scraper without thinking of poor Jerry Lundegaard in Fargo.
Right.
Just losing his mind after Wade fucked him over.
We don't really use ice scrapers in this area. Not a lot.
No.
Up there, man. If you leave your house with an ice scraper, you're a dummy.
Yeah.
Because then you have to do the old school, like, cassette tape. Remember the cassette tapes you would use as an ice scraper?
I've become a pro over the years at using anything to scrape it. Yeah, the cassette case. Or,
the cassette case, I meant
if
to say,
you didn't even have the case, sometimes you'd have to sacrifice a tape you didn't really like.
Right. Oh, fuck.
What the fuck? Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, what the fuck? I was emotional when I got this. I'm not emotional anymore.
ABBA.
Hey, I liked our ABBA break yesterday.
Oh, ABBA was great.
That Waterloo song did not leave my head from the moment we walked out of the studio.
Dude, this morning, as I'm plugging in my computer here, I'm like, I can't fucking stop.
It's happy white people music.
I woke up, the first thing in my head when I woke up, I'm getting clothes out of the closet.
I think it's too late for their reunion, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to other radio yesterday, and everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
As this big, huge thing, but their last album came out in 1982.
82.
And they're not going to be all sexy and shit on that stage anymore, which kind of was part of the whole thing. That was part of the
allure, wasn't it?
Right.
The legs and the little short skirts. And
the heinies that would kind of stick out a little bit when she bent over too far.
Exactly.
I don't know.
What are you going to do?
You guys want to start with some house cleaning?
What do we got?
Or what do you call it? Like some of the shit going on around here?
Oh, yeah. I just heard a piece of this, And it's great. It's
we've had a phone issue for
this place is hilarious.
About a week. Well, it's been happening a lot longer than a week, but finally we're trying to get it fixed. And Tim Sabian, who's now in charge, I have confidence in the guy, but I see that he's already in the mud.
In the mud.
He's stuck in the mud, meaning this place. And then Don Wicklund, who's now working for the channel again. Did you know that?
I found that
Don
out.
Wicklund is back
recently. What's he doing?
He's helping out. He's one of Tim's guys now. Tim's getting the staff together.
I like Dandy Don Wicklund.
So Don's back. He's like, oh, fuck that. I'll get this fixed immediately. Well, Don Wicklund is also in the mud. He's also in the mud, meaning this place. It has nothing to do with Don Wicklund and his efforts or Tim Sabian and his efforts. So Mars is in studio with an explanation. He really sucks on the radio, but hopefully we'll be able to work through this.
Good morning, guys.
So
Buenos dias.
So tell these guys what you told me when I first got here. So there's some kind of issue with the phone. It's like a timeout error, and if you click OK, because it tells you, look, you're having a timeout error. So you go OK, and you click that, and then the phones just disappear.
Yeah.
And then you got to go through this whole fucking process thing to get them back.
A rigmarole.
Right.
Well, ever since they installed the Windows 7, the associated producer program.
Yawn!
Well, because of that, the phones have a runtime error. They have a clash somewhere.
Okay, we understand. We have a runtime error. That's all that people need to know.
So Don has a patch that they use in D.C.
Over his eye. He's a pirate.
Trying to quit smoking.
So it's a patch.
And this is alopecia. Okay.
It's a fix. It's a fix for the runtime error. Okay.
And they use it with success down in D.C.
All right, beautiful. So let's do it here in New York.
So then Don was very cool, and he sent it to me, so I sent it forward to IT.
Okay. So it's just a basic patch. Here, we've had this issue in Washington. We know this patch will take care of the issue in New York. Here you go. Cool. Shouldn't that be the end of it?
You know how easy it is when you have a program that's a little buggy, and then they send a patch, and you're like, oh, patch.
Yeah.
Nice. And then it's like, installed. Good. There.
Done. So you sent it to Ike Turner. What happened?
Right. What happened is 6 pages of emails.
6 pages of email.
Okay.
6
This is the problem with corporate America. That's why I bring this up. Why is it 6 pages of email?
I send it to the guy, the IT here, Joe something, and
Joe something got the patch thing, saying, "Hey, this patch is going to work," and you're representing us. So you look, I got a solution. Here it is. Boom. So you're going through some kind of proper channel.
So then he turns around and asks me 2 basic questions. One is the attach a self-running...
Are you a legal immigrant in this country?
What qualifies you to do this professionally?
So he asks me if this is an executable file, one.
Oh,
and then secondly,
dangerous.
the second question is a real weird question because he says, is this change...
Big as your cock.
Exactly. Are you more length or girth? And you put them both in quotes.
Let's discuss this further in the bathroom.
Exactly.
So he's asking me, will this change be applied to all the PCs running AP in New York?
Oh, boy. In New York.
You're asking me.
The entire city of
So I started...
Well, maybe he meant in the New York facility.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
He meant it serious.
Yeah, but you're not responsible for any of that.
Exactly.
You're responsible for
Jim.
But you're responsible for this studio, and we got a solution. So that's all this should be about.
Well, I started writing back, very sarcastically. It's above my pay grade, whatever. All this. So then I stopped.
Sarcasm goes great in corporate
But I
emails,
stopped.
by the way.
No, it doesn't.
I stopped.
Oh.
I corrected myself, and I said, well, if this is a solution for a common problem here in New York, why not? Go ahead and do so. But I'm not the person to say yay or nay.
Mars all of a sudden says, yes, let it roll in all of the New York computers.
Let it ride.
Is the EXE question is an executable file? Is that a good question? That's a question because it could be a virus.
That is a good question.
An EXE file can be a really dangerous thing.
It's coming from another employee in the company.
Right, an IT guy.
But could that be corrupted without? Maybe they're thinking it could be corrupted without the guy knowing it. So that maybe that's the only legit
Fair enough.
question.
I guess there's, you have to ask a little for a little more info. But I mean, look at all the paperwork he's got in front of him.
So then,
for a runtime error. Go ahead.
So then in the chain, he adds, I guess, his supervisor, and he gets on the supervisor, and he tells me that a ticket needs to be created for this.
A ticket?
Right, which has been created prior to all this.
What's a ticket for the people out there that don't know?
Like a work order.
A work order, sure. Okay.
So then he starts, I don't know who he really is trying to, berate here, but he's
berate?
Saying,
Now there's some berating going on.
Right.
Nice.
If it's determined that a new version of software, regardless of which software it is, required to correct an issue.
Is the word beaner in there? That could give me an idea of who he's trying to get to.
Then a certification ticket needs to be placed for engineering. Okay? So now I got to place a certification ticket with engineering.
Now, I don't know what a certification ticket is. I know what a ticket is, but what's a certification ticket?
And then this is a well-established process for the distribution software to corporate machines that needs to be followed.
Oh.
We do not distribute software through email. Please do not forward executables to people telling them to run them.
Oh, see? He's calling you an idiot. Because what he's saying is, look, you want to give this out. We don't just email executables, and because we don't know what they could be. They're viruses.
Is it an exe file?
It is, but it isn't. Don has a workaround, and he explains it to us,
Okay, keep going.
Oh, my God.
So then after that, they have the work order number, and now they have people coming down to go ahead and look at our problem.
Beautiful.
Okay?
All right.
Cool. So that should have been
So
done.
the first time the individual comes, he comes about 3:30.
After Ron and Fez, because you need the studio,
Right, but they can't get into the studio.
Right.
Okay?
Why can't it's locked?
No, it's being used.
3:30?
Yes.
At 3:30?
By Ron and Fez.
At 3:30?
Yes.
What do you
Were
mean?
they recording something?
What are they doing? A preview?
By you guys, they use this room as a production room.
Oh.
All right. Okay. Keep going.
Right.
So then, you guys keep asking me. So, so then the guy comes back. He can't get in, and eventually.
But did they know he was trying to get in to fix a phone issue? Or they were in the middle of something? They didn't probably know he was trying to get in.
I believe he addressed him. I'm not sure. He said that he couldn't get in. He said they told him to come back, so he comes back. And then when he does come back, that's like at let's see, and 2 hours later. 2 hours later, he comes back. Then Don gets on the chain and says, "Hey, any update?"
This is like testimony. I like this.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
All right. So now
Remember when I said he sucks on the radio? Okay.
This is good.
Okay.
But I like
It's
this
a bit
whole
wordy.
Very legal and very documented.
Mars is trying to give all the facts. That's all. That's all I'm trying to do here, man. Mars is just giving the report.
Keep going,
That's all.
please.
The report is boring, not Mars.
thank you, Jim.
You're welcome.
There you go.
I should have said in addition to.
Keep going.
So at 9:07 last night.
9:07 last
Yeah.
night.
Good time.
Okay, this all started yesterday, of course, at the first email that I sent out at 10:47.
Why not at 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
What are you doing for that?
Well,
47
I
minutes?
first-
Why not at 9
Okay.
o'clock?
Let me tell you that. Before I do any of this, I have to make sure that all my T's are crossed and my I's are dotted. So I got to make sure that the fucking wind is blowing right.
I
the
was
cable's
chipping
correct.
golf balls out of my lawn.
All right.
What were you doing for those minutes?
I
got McDonald's. I came back. Me and Cato ate, and then I chipped some golf balls.
What's that?
So I got to test everything in my environment in the studio, make sure that everything's good to go.
Sure.
So by that time, I figured out it's not my problem.
Right.
It's a
Okay,
IT
we
problem.
get it. We get it. Go ahead. Please.
So then at 9 o'clock, the guy says, I visited the studio and I was not able to reproduce the error.
Ooh.
Now,
That's very important.
I want to choke this dude, right? Because you're not going to reproduce the error
Workplace
because
violence.
you don't have the number of callers that
Right.
during
He's
the
not
show.
doing the show. It's got to be a practical application thereof where, you're taking phone calls, and that's when it fucks up.
He needs
Yeah, of
water
course he
because he's got
does.
dry mouth.
Yeah, exactly. It's like listening to the fucking somebody who works in a medical marijuana dispensary.
I wish.
His back was getting a little dry.
So wait, why does he? Why does he need to reproduce the error just to see if that's what it is?
Oh, that's I understand that could be protocol.
Well, it's like when you bring that car into the mechanic and you go, it does this every time, but now it's not doing it. The mechanic goes, I don't know what to tell you.
What do you do if you say, look, the engine smokes when I'm doing above 60 miles an hour?
Right.
Does he take it out and go 60, or does he go, let me fix it?
Right.
Well, he might just know what it is.
Yeah, he might know.
Or he might have to take it out on the road and then figure it out and see it happen for himself. So you're trying to say here, which I like, is we have a phone problem because we get so many phone calls here at the Opie Anthony Show.
Absolutely.
And
I thought we sucked. I thought we weren't doing our jobs. I thought...
You know whose phones don't have this problem? Art Bell.
Oh.
Because, he doesn't get calls.
Well, he doesn't get anything around here anymore.
Well, because
his run at SiriusXM is officially over.
How did that get fucked up? The great Art Bell.
He was very angry that he wasn't getting phone calls, first of all.
Because unlike us, he doesn't put up with shit.
Yeah.
Did he have a phone issue?
He's fucking...
See, we just talk a good game and never do anything about it. And Art Bell, he's like, fuck this, and just says, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And then he knows in his mind that he'll figure it out someday. That's the difference.
Is that what happened? Was it like technical issues and stuff that fucking chased him?
It was all the issues we have. He hates the app. The phone calls. What were the issues?
His audio. He wasn't getting
enough phone calls.
Enough phone calls because you can't just pop on this platform and have the same audience you had on regular radio.
Oh, okay, maybe that was...
And he's so caller based that it was definitely affecting his show.
Right.
But he wasn't like Art Bell would do it like with Michio Kaku, which is where I first heard him, and Richard Hoagland.
I think he felt he wasn't talking to anybody.
Okay.
And especially with the online aspect fucked up, he knew that he couldn't get international and
All right, well, maybe Art Bell gave up a little too fast then. Maybe that's an Art Bell problem.
And
it's like, you know what, dude, give it some time.
He was frustrated with the online app, and
I heard he's going to have his fucking alien friends blow up the fucking satellites to this motherfucker. Yes.
You don't quit after a fucking month, Art. It's like, what do you expect? Who do you think you are?
I really gave it my all.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness to the company, you got to fucking build up a little bit more of an audience and talk to some of these people for hours and hours and hours. Exactly. And then your shows will get online and people will come. Relax.
Don't worry. The truck drivers stop calling after a while.
They sure do.
They're replaced by, real people. I'm kidding, truckers. Shut up.
Yeah, I'll kick the fucking... No, I'm kidding.
Go ahead, Mars.
See these people.
So we're a brilliant show with a lot of phone calls, and that's why this happens.
Right,
Great.
so he can't replicate
I heard you
the
loud and clear. All right,
so then he says this is pretty much I can do because I believe the early email from Matt from that individual, Matt so-and-so, stated that the installable file should be provided to engineering for testing and deployment. I don't know which...
Wow, now we're deploying people? Where, to the Philippines?
You know what?
And some umbrellas?
Obama's not going to be happy about this. Deployment.
So we're trying to get our fucking troops home. Let's go.
Okay, so then he says, lastly, that the installable file is not attached. It was initially with the Don Wicklund, but I guess as you forward it, it disappears.
It
or whatever.
fucking fell off.
Yeah, and
it fell off the email.
Right.
An executable file somewhere.
Yes.
Furthermore, his boss said they shouldn't be sent out via email anyway.
Exactly.
So
we got that part.
Right?
Crazy
so now
danger.
his own workers asking for it via email. Anyhow, so on the last line, he says, this is the kicker now. Can you provide engineering the data they require to process a certification install request? So I need your guys...
Certification install request.
What does that mean?
So I need your guys' help.
Wait, what does that mean?
We have to fill out a questionnaire.
We have to
get
fill out
phones fixed.
a questionnaire to get a patch that they know works.
I provide you with a copy.
He's got fucking handouts.
This is great. Take one, pass it down.
This is a pop quiz.
Oh, thank you.
10
questions.
What time-wasting shit.
This is fucking corporate bureaucracy in action right here. This is why nothing gets done.
You are receiving this because you have requested a new software installation. Please take a few moments to fill the questionnaire to the best of your knowledge. This information will help us to complete your request. Software certification requests are processed in the order that they are submitted and will take up to 7 business days to complete once all necessary information has been submitted. Any changes to a pending certification request will reset the clock on the 7-day service level agreement.
So if there's a fuck up, you go back to the... It's like when fucking Ace was trying to get his casino license.
So
goes back on the bottom of the pile.
I asked Tim Sabian if he's listening. I don't even know if he listens this early. Is he okay with it taking 7 days for our phones to be fixed?
And that's if everything works perfectly.
Right. Please provide final production version of all media and installation requirements, example files and documentation. The certification process is intended for all new software titles and updates to existing software titles. Trial versions or software with trial licenses will not be certified.
All right, I got it. The applicant is a bum.
So here's the questions that we need to fill in before we can get our phones fixed.
This is correct. All right. Number 1, what is the name and version of the software you should be certified?
All right, let's fill this out. Let's go along with it.
It's going to be xmcallscreener.exe to give it a name.
xmcallscreener.exe.
Call screener execution. I like that.
Yeah, I kind of like it too. Is Sale on the phones?
Is it Sal or the delightful young gal? Same thing.
That would be Nikki.
Okay.
Oh.
Not Nikki.
What is Sal doing?
Where was she?
What is Sal doing? Is he cutting up more stuff?
Yeah, was he fucking
Hopefully
shaving his chest
throat.
hair into an arrow?
Whatever happened to the stuff he cut up yesterday?
Yeah. Where is that?
What is he cutting up?
What is he cutting?
What is he making a nice salad?
He's cutting up radio nuggets.
Radio nuggets.
Jesus.
Oh, Don just wrote, what the hell am I getting myself into again?
Welcome back, Don Wicklund. Welcome back.
He's helping the show.
Oh, yeah. I like Don.
I like Don.
So
Go ahead.
We move on to the second one, which is a doesn't matter question. Does this software have any other names, aliases, acronyms that might be used to refer to it?
Oh,
no.
Jeez.
Whatever.
Jesus.
How about say it's the call fix.
Right.
Okay, there
It's
you go.
called the new call fix.
Okay. Call fix.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Is this new software or an update to an existing software? It would be an update.
Update, yeah.
Well, it's an update. The
Just
existing
circle
software
existing software.
is the stuff that ain't working.
Anyone else feeling like they're back in school?
This is good. I
Where you
does feel like I'm in school.
Where
I
you
don't
feel
have
like
a
your
pen.
brain's going to explode?
I don't have a pen. I feel like I'm... No, that's okay. That's exactly how I was in school. And I'd leave with my, the assignment for the day, fold it up in my back pocket, and then we'd go through the wash, and I wouldn't graduate.
Yeah, your ditto.
Yes, my ditto.
But this paper you could do in red pen and correct all this shit.
Oh, this crap they got going here. This sucks.
Come on, Mars.
All right. Number 4, what is the purpose of this software? Help me, guys.
What does this software do?
Who is your software and what does he do? I have these questions. I want them answered immediately.
What do you want the software to do, Opie?
Suck my cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put that.
In lieu of
that'll be
that,
fun.
maybe fix the phones.
Fix the phones?
First and foremost, though, suck my cock.
Right.
And what is this purpose of software? To fix the phones. What does this software do? It fixes phones. Idiotic redundancy.
Oh, stupid.
All right. Okay, how does this software enable you to do your job?
When the phones are fixed, we talk to people?
Right.
How hard is
Holy
this?
shit.
Just fix the phones.
This is a form letter.
This is what is happening all over
But do you
America.
understand out there in offices how people snap and throw their chair through the windows?
Yes, this is a
fucking just go
TPS
home and
report
beat
problem.
their fucking wives and pets.
The easiest shit is now incredibly complicated.
You know why, too? There's no distinguishing this from somebody in a cubicle that has a phone problem.
Right.
Would get the same questionnaire as a live radio show where the phones are used in a completely different manner.
Sure.
This questionnaire does not apply to this application of said phone program.
But how is this in a company of this magnitude and size? And how is this allowed to how does somebody not step in and go, this is not practical?
This is nonsense.
This should be done on the phone. I know one wants to cover their ass. You sign a quick work order and you get it done.
I need the two Bobs in here to straighten shit out.
It should be a case-by-case basis.
Just inefficient.
Right.
Waste of fucking time.
Protocol.
Number 6.
Stinks.
How many people will need this software?
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Hey, Mars, what's happening? Gonna need that EXE file. Gonna need you to go ahead and come on in on Saturday. Do that.
Could you put 4,000 as the answer?
Well, what we can do to be unselfish,
Just put 4,000.
we can say everybody on the platform. Because I've seen this problem.
Boy. Now you're
No.
taking
Then there's more
responsibility.
testing. No.
more testing.
How many people need this software? I don't know. How many are in this room and that
Yes.
room? That's it.
Right.
This show. Every other show.
it.
How about you
And Ronnie
say,
Fest.
I don't know, you tell me. That's a good answer, I think.
Okay.
The next question's really
you.
good. We should have this next question answered before our phones are fixed.
Oh.
Very good move. Good question.
Right. Number 7 is, who is the point of contact at SiriusXM for this software?
Good question before our phones are fixed.
The point of contact.
It can't be you, right?
No, because
Oh, thank
At
God.
SiriusXM for this software. I don't know. This sounds it sounds ominous.
It really does.
Just put Deep Throat. It's like Watergate.
Right.
I have no idea who that is.
I have no idea.
Point of contact.
They just make it so complicated where you go, fuck it. I'll just continue using the broken phones.
Right? That's what they're doing.
And then no one has to work or do anything.
Yes.
Is everybody covering their ass in a paper trail? It's everybody afraid that something's going to happen that they won't be able to explain their way out of, and they have to have the paper.
It's unbelievable.
It's just fucking endless.
All right, keep going.
So what is the software manufacturer's contact information, i.e. their website, support number, etc.?
Just answer that with yes.
Yeah.
Just write yes.
Yes, okay.
All right.
Yes. We'll put meat spin.
Meat spin's good. Will approvals be required for the installation of this software? You're fucking asking me.
How about yes, asshole? That's why I'm writing this.
You're the one.
Yes, dumb motherfucker. That's why I'm answering you.
Oh my
If
God.
so, who are the approvers?
And then you should put C mirror.
All right.
And final question, hopefully.
What is the location of the setup install files? If on a CD, where is the location of the CD? It's actually on Don's initial email. That's where the file is.
Yo, if
But
it's
it's
a
not
CD,
supposed to be on an email.
no.
See, Morris, that's
Yeah,
the
see,
problem.
the email
That's the problem,
thing.
right?
So
Now-
the phone's fixed.
The phones are not fixed.
You know what happens? Here's what happens.
They're not fixed.
We're on the 7-day waiting list. All of a sudden, they get this questionnaire and it says, what's the location of the setup file? So, Don Wickland's email. Oh, it's not supposed to be on email.
well.
Back to the bottom. Right. Back to the 7-day waiting list. Holy shit.
What corporate
This is
inefficient
astounding.
shit.
God, I wish we could do our radio show like this. It would be so
it'd be
easy.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Oh, my God.
We don't have a certification number today, so we're just going to fart into the mic. Sorry.
This is
We'll
people
try again tomorrow.
keeping their job. Like, someone had to write this questionnaire up. It's like, oh, what'd you do today? Oh, I wrote up the questionnaire that's necessary whenever we do a software update. Oh, that's great. You're doing a job. And then it's like, oh, we have to justify our job. So
Someone actually handed this to you, though, and said, look, you got to fill this out.
Seriously, yeah.
That's
Actually,
crazy.
they sent an email.
well,
Oh,
without
here's an
an
IT
EXE attached.
Here's an IT guy that's going to further bore us to death. Joe in Indiana. Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, what's up? So the problem is the keywords you use in their service level agreement.
Oh,
That was at the very beginning. That means your IT is probably contracted out to somebody outside SiriusXM.
Sure it is.
And this is also they don't get sued.
Of course.
And if-
Sued?
Yeah, oh, yeah, sued.
For what?
sued
Was
for
that
this.
illegally using software?
Sue everyone.
Huh?
Let's say Numbnuts IT guy installs the patch without going through the process and takes down all the phones in SiriusXM. Your company goes, hey, you fucked up my IT. We're going to sue you because we pay you to do this, and you say there's going to be no problem.
I installed a patch and now Angry Birds plays all the time. I can't make a phone call, goddammit.
Hey, how you doing? This is Patch Fixer Upper. Patch Fixer Upper. I tried to get something in there, jerk guy face, and all of a sudden there was oatmeal falling all over the place.
That's impossible, sir.
No, it's not. My partner has a stroke face and a rock head.
All right, Joe.
The service level agreement is
What?
where they reset every 7 days or whatever is so that if they don't follow the 7-day agreement, you can terminate the contract.
What happened?
Terminate.
Yeah, I understand what he's saying. It
Dangerous
makes
words.
sense, like that because it's contracted out to somebody else, and they don't want to get sued by putting in something that fucks up the phones for everybody.
So whoever that guy is, get him here to fix it.
Yeah, it's bullshit, dude. If your IT is in house, you don't have to go through nearly as many processes.
Well, how come nothing's in house? Why is everything fucking farmed?
No,
out?
IT's
is it?
in-house,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
It is
okay.
in-house.
Oh,
Yes.
in the hizzy.
So if it's in house, sir, what is all this then?
Well, so the deal is you contract out your IT because you don't want to pay him benefits. You don't want to have to deal with them as employees.
No, but he's saying that it's in-house.
Oh, it is in-house.
Yeah.
Well, you're just being fucked over by bureaucracy then.
IT is in the house.
Jimmy said it perfectly. The mud. There's a lot of mud
Stuck
around
in
here.
the fucking mud.
Oh, muck and mire.
Everything has to be an issue. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, when you put those kind of, I mean, imagine if this were a toilet.
Just imagine.
Right. It's very easy to imagine.
Yes, it's a toilet.
Yes.
You had to fill out a
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much, bud.
Absolutely.
That makes sense.
It's ridiculous, though. So now what happens? We filled out a questionnaire.
All right. When do we actually get...
The phone's fixed.
This guy almost killed himself.
Yeah, the hoop almost fell on a
It's the Harlem Globetrotters video.
That wasn't one of the tricks that they do?
Nope. He went up for one of those monster dunks, held onto the rim, and the whole fucking backboard, rim, and everything comes falling backwards onto him. And the rim itself just missed his forehead.
Neck.
Wow. Yeah, all he has is a cut above one of his eyes. He's totally
Oh, look at that drummer there. He looks armless. Love that joke.
So now what, Mars?
I guess I got to send back the answers to the questionnaire.
To who? Do you even know to who?
Can you get the guy on the phone?
At this time, hell no.
No, but I mean...
Hell no.
Howard has a show today. Yeah, they'll be around. They're only around when Howard's around. This early.
Is that? Whoa, what's that about, Morris? I heard that little shot.
There's been
a little pokeroo.
Yeah. There's been certain Fridays I needed IT's help really early in the morning, but they can't be found because Howard's not on air.
So they only come in early when he's here.
Yes.
All right,
There you go.
They have their priorities around here. I know that.
But we need help too.
Nah, not really. As long as you have Howard, they don't need to help anyone else. I've been saying that for years.
All kinds of shit.
They don't give a fuck as long as they have him. All right, Mars. So hopefully the phones will be fixed. When do you think? Are we in the 7 days? Are we on day 1, day 5, day 6? What day are we on?
Well, past experience does indicate that after we do this on air, everybody's jumping through hoops right now.
Expedite.
My BlackBerry's probably fucking ringing off the hook.
BlackBerry.
Yeah, they still have it. The company still uses BlackBerry.
They're the
Why?
only one.
BlackBerry's shit.
Of course it is.
It's absolute shit.
They're trying to sell it.
I'd rather fucking write notes on rocks and throw them at each other. BlackBerry is cunt. Fucking look the whole screen shake. That fucking storm screen. I hated that
You didn't
thing.
like the little clicky screen?
Fucking assholes
It's a
they were.
touch screen, but it's tactile.
Yeah, that's right. You can feel like you're clicking good. I'm trying to talk. I want to suck your cunt. I wanted to leave iPhone so badly because I hated AT&T.
Yeah.
And they lost. You know how bad, like Continental and United Airlines, those pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Do you know how bad you have to be to lose me when I'm loyal? Mm-hmm. And fucking BlackBerry lost me.
You should have went Galaxy S3.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I probably,
Although
at
I
that
should say
point.
S4, but I don't have my S4.
They weren't
S4.
as big, though, a few years ago. They weren't as good as they were now.
Right.
You know, like four
That's
years
true.
ago.
Yeah.
Now they're a real option.
It's a terrific phone. All right, Mars. So no ETA on this.
I will say that by tomorrow they'll be fixed.
Wow.
Whoa.
I think so.
I don't share Mars's enthusiasm.
I don't either.
No, it'll be more fucking paperwork. But it makes you realize why guys can't get stuff done. Even, you know, guys that ran the channel, they probably had to go through this. Imagine wanting the console cut.
Oh, my
How
God.
much paperwork you have to go
A lot
through?
of paperwork right there.
And
or the wall removal thing that we were goofing on. That would have been huge.
I was tricked to think that they were going to do something with this console.
No, the phone is gone, though.
We had people in here with clipboards.
Yeah.
I thought it was a guarantee.
No, the keyboard's gone. They've actually moved it to the other side of the console. Remember we wanted it off the console?
Oh, yeah.
Now it's been moved over there.
It's just moved. It's like how a child cleans his room.
Yeah.
You just move the shit
Move
to
shit
another
around.
part of the room.
Behind your door or
That's
something.
exactly what they did here.
All right, whatever. Thank you, Mars.
Mars.
6
Very
pages
good.
and a questionnaire just to get our phones fixed.
How do people deal with this shit in their lives?
Yeah. I mean, our problems are it's nonsense, obviously, but, you know, there's people out there that really have to deal with this crap and have no choice. They just have to fucking bend over and take it.
sucked? To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, at Opie Radio, at Anthony Cumia, and at Jim Norton.
Emotional anymore.
Abba.
Hey, I liked our ABBA break yesterday.
Oh, ABBA was
that
great.
That Waterloo song did not leave my head from the moment we walked out of studio.
Dude, this morning, as I'm plugging in my computer here, I'm like, I can't fucking stop.
It's happy white people music.
I woke up, the first thing in my head when I woke up, I'm getting clothes out of the closet.
I think it's too late for their reunion, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to other radio yesterday, and everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
As this big, huge thing, but their last album came out in 1982.
82.
And they're not going to be all sexy and shit on that stage anymore, which kind of was part of the whole thing. That was
part of the allure, wasn't it?
Right.
The legs and the little short skirts and
the heinies that would kind of stick out a little bit when she bent over too far.
Exactly.
I don't know.
What are you going to do?
You guys want to start with some house cleaning?
What do we got?
Or what do you call it? Like some of the shit going on around here?
Oh, yeah. I just heard a piece of this, and it's great. It's
we've had a phone issue for fucking cold in New York City.
Oh,
windy in New York City.
This is the big transition, I guess. To crappy, cold, wintry weather.
We did all right, though.
Yeah, not too shabbily.
November 12th without any real issues, weather-wise. We did all right.
Yeah.
I'll take this.
I like how they love talking about snow, regardless of if it's going to happen or not.
Right.
Snow for the area? We'll let you know. And then they talk about these areas that start snowing in like July anyway. It's like upstate New York,
which is part of the viewing audience.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
They trick us into thinking that we're part of that snow thing.
Snow for our area.
You know what you need to do? You need to live in Western New York for one winter. You'll never bitch about winter again.
I hear it's deplorable.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I want no part of that.
It is absolutely ridiculous up there how cold it gets. Single digits for weeks on end. Lots and lots of snow. The snow doesn't melt. It never really melts. It melts a little bit, but then the new stuff comes, and you don't see the grass until, I don't know, like April.
Oh, it's okay. There's no clouds in the sky. I don't think it's going to snow. Oh, that's right. It's some monstrous thing where it comes off the lake.
Lake effect snow.
It just doesn't even need clouds. It just comes off the lake.
Lake effect snow can be the biggest pain in the ass ever.
Crazy.
You go out to your car every morning and have to dust it off.
Yeah.
With your little brush.
I want no part.
And then you jump in your car for lunch. That fluffy shit. And then you got to drive home.
I can't pull out a fucking ice scraper without thinking of poor Jerry Lundegaard in Fargo.
Right.
Just losing his mind after Wade fucked him over.
We don't really use ice scrapers in this area. Not a lot.
No.
Up there, man. If you leave your house with an ice scraper, you're a dummy.
Yeah.
Because then you have to do the old school, like, cassette tape. Remember the cassette tapes you would use as an ice scraper?
I've become a pro over the years at using anything to scrape it. Yeah, the cassette case. Or,
the cassette case, I meant
if you didn't even have the case, sometimes you'd have to sacrifice a tape you didn't really like.
Right. Oh, fuck.
What the fuck? Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, what the fuck? I was emotional when I got this. I'm not...
Europäische Zentralbank legte den Referenten.
This is the Opie and Anthony channel.
And now, a show the likes of which America's never seen. So appalling, so offensive, yet so entertaining.
It's not your normal show.
Beamed from satellites in space down to you every single day.
What planet are we living on?
It's the Opie and Anthony show with Opie.
We're experts, and we already know this is going to be great radio, so shut the fuck up.
And Anthony.
I live in a big house, I make a lot of money, and I fuck attractive girls.
And little Jimmy.
I don't even like in our opening. It sounds like a little...
What? You dang over there and don't listen to dang over there.
Stop with that shit.
And now, here they are. Why am I introducing these buffoons? I'm William Shatner, goddammit.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Burp. Burp.
It's freezing up again. Hi. Hey, look at it.
There we are. Good morning, everyone.
Blaze is hilarious.
About a week. Well, it's been happening a lot longer than a week, but finally we're trying to, get it fixed. And
yeah.
Tim Sabian, who's now in charge, I have confidence in the guy, but, I see that he's already in the mud.
In the mud.
He's stuck in the mud, meaning this place.
Mm-hmm.
And then Don Wicklund, who's now working for the channel again. Did you know that?
I found that
Don
out.
Wicklund is back.
Recently. What's he doing?
He's helping out. He's one of Tim's guys now. Tim's getting the staff together.
I like Dandy Don Wicklund.
So Don's back. He's like, oh, fuck that. I'll get this fixed immediately. Well, Don Wicklund is also in the mud. He's also in the mud, meaning this place. It has nothing to do with Don Wicklund and his efforts or Tim Sabian and his efforts. So Mars is in studio with an explanation. He really sucks on the radio, but hopefully we'll be able to work through this.
Good morning, guys.
So
Buenos dias.
So tell these guys what you told me when I first got here. So there's some kind of issue with the phone. It's like a timeout error, and if you click OK, because it tells you, look, you're having a timeout error. So you go OK, and you click that, and then